Hello everyone. Welcome back to Jikook Magic. Today, we're diving into a moment that might have gone unnoticed by many. Yet for fans who truly pay attention, this moment is crystal clear, warm, genuine, and unforgettable. When BTS arrived at The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, the atmosphere instantly exploded with energy. All eyes were on the seven figures who always managed to capture attention. But there were two who always tell their own story: Jimin and Jungkook. Amid the flashing cameras, laughter, and bright lights, there was one small interaction that spoke louder than words. A reflexive gesture, a subtle care, showing that even in a bustling world, they remain each other's priority. And that's what we'll focus on today. Those small yet meaningful moments between Jikook that make fans' hearts race every time they are seen together. The latest video shows BTS finally arriving at The Tonight Show. The excitement that had been building since morning now reached its peak. The air was filled with energy, anticipation, and curiosity, awaiting the seven figures who always manage to captivate wherever they go. One by one, they appeared, each with their own charm. But the attention didn't stop there. There were two figures who always brought their own story, of course, our beloved Jikook. Behind the dazzling lights and the chaotic atmosphere, something was different. Something unplanned, perhaps unnoticed by many. Yet for those who truly watched, the moment was undeniable. A warm closeness that couldn't be hidden. As often happens, Jimin and Jungkook arrived together. To some, it may seem ordinary, just a coincidence or routine. But to those who follow every detail, there's a consistent pattern, calm, natural, and hard to ignore. As they stepped out of the car, the atmosphere was filled with camera flashes. Shutter clicks came rapidly, creating an almost suffocating rhythm. Paparazzi called out, trying to capture every small movement. The world around felt so noisy, so pressurized. Amid it all, Jimin walked beside Jungkook with slightly hesitant steps, his shoulders tense under the bright lights. Reflexively, he raised his hand to shield part of his face. His eyes closed for a moment, as if trying to protect himself from the harsh glare. And at that exact moment, Jungkook moved. Without words, without any dramatic gesture. He adjusted, slowed slightly, and shifted closer. Not a big move, nothing dramatic. Just enough to create a small space that made everything feel safer. The movement was so natural, as if his body already knew what to do even before his mind realized it. In the chaos, Jungkook became a calm point. His expression remained composed, his steps steady. He wasn't rushing, didn't show panic. Yet, if observed closely, the way he ensured Jimin stayed by his side spoke louder than words. A subtle care, a presence that doesn't force itself. Yet it's always there. They continued walking side by side, as if the world around them was just a faint background. No visible conversation, no deliberate grand gestures. That's the beauty of it. In silence, there's a story. In simplicity, there's meaning. Beyond their moments together on various occasions, there's one scene that truly resonates with fans, when they were on a boat in the Arirang promotional video. Amid the calm atmosphere, with gentle wind and beautiful scenery, they looked at each other. That gaze wasn't just a glance. There was warmth, comfort, and closeness that words can't explain. As if in that vast world, only the two of them existed in that moment. Soon after, the mood lightened as they began laughing together. The laughter was genuine, unforced, creating an adorably warm vibe. The way they responded to each other, sharing small joys, made anyone watching feel the same happiness. This moment was simple, yet that's what made it special. No grand stage, no excessive spotlight. Just two people enjoying their time naturally. The smiles, the laughter, the shared glances spoke louder than words. It's no wonder many call them the most beautiful couple in the world. Many might see it as routine, an outcome of years spent together, a rhythm already established. But for those who truly pay attention, there's something deeper than that. Because care like this doesn't come from obligation, it comes from feeling. As they approached the entrance, the atmosphere remained noisy. Cameras continued to follow, calls grew louder. Yet again, without drama, without trying to steal attention, they remained together. No distance between them, And there, a brief moment left a lasting impression. With a reflexive gesture, Jungkook reached for Jimin's hand and gently guided him forward, ensuring Jimin entered first. No hesitation, no pause, just a spontaneous act that felt perfectly right. At the same time, Jimin closed his eyes, perhaps due to the camera lights, perhaps out of shyness, or perhaps both. Yet in that moment, everything was clear. Without words, Jungkook's small actions spoke louder than anything. The way he protected, gave space, and ensured Jimin felt safe. It all felt natural, gentle, and attentive, as if in the bustling world, the only person he saw was Jimin. For fans, this isn't just an ordinary interaction. It's a small piece of something warm, about how someone can care deeply without overdoing it. Jungkook says nothing, yet his gesture conveys a simple truth. Jimin is someone he always wants to protect. In the dazzling world stage, these small moments feel far more meaningful. Moments unplanned, not meant to be seen, yet leaving the deepest impression. That day, BTS once again showed their professionalism and charisma on the international stage. They performed solidly, full of charm, and irreplaceable. But behind it all, there was a quiet story about togetherness, care, and presence that never fades. Just as they arrived, they returned to the same car. Together, no goodbyes, no separate directions. Just two people who came together, shared the moment, and left together. Simple, yet profoundly meaningful. Some may call it coincidence. But when that coincidence happens repeatedly, can it still be called a coincidence? Or something deeper, something that doesn't need explanation because it's felt naturally? What remains isn't a definition, but a feeling. A feeling from the way Jimin instinctively seeks protection. From the way Jungkook is always there without hesitation. From the way they move in an effortless synchronicity. Among all the camera flashes and crowds, these small moments are the most real, the most genuine, and the hardest to ignore. What leaves the deepest mark isn't the stage lights or interview words, but when Jungkook is without doubt always by Park Jimin's side, and it all feels natural, as if no explanation is needed. Moments like this remind us that sometimes the most memorable things aren't grand stages or camera flashes, but small, sincere, and natural acts of care. Because every small movement reveals true feelings. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to keep following every magical moment of Jikook Magic.